The girl became a money-making genius at the age of 4. She repackaged the family's leftovers and sold them at a high price to passing drivers. She earns a lot of pocket money every day. The other kids were still watching cartoons, but she started watching financial shows. At a young age, he mastered hundreds of ways to make money. After entering middle school, she seized on the rebellious psychology of her peers and resold contraband at school, making a lot of money. She was only a teenager and supported her family. The most enviable thing is that she is busy, making money every day without delaying her studies, and she was successfully admitted to MIT after graduating from high school. When her family celebrated her, her face was full of sadness. Because of what? The tuition is too expensive, the parents are unreliable, and the conditions at home are not good. The money she made herself was far from enough. If she had taken out student loans, she would have to pay $70,000 in interest alone over 4 years. If she didn't take out a loan, where would she go for such a large amount of money? Clever Rachel discovers that many people in town are fans, so she made a batch of fake tickets and sold them to residents at a low price. With her excellent eloquence and cute appearance, her fake tickets are more sought after than real tickets. In just a few days, a huge amount of tuition fees were cobbled up. Unfortunately, the police quickly targeted her. Rachel was arrested for fraud, and her mother found a lawyer for her, but she didn't expect the lawyer to be short-tempered and fight with the judge in public. This is a complete defeat. Not only the money is earned in vain, but also the school cannot be learned. Rachel was sentenced to 40 months in prison, but even in prison, she didn't stop making money. Discovering that the food of the female prisoners in the prison was very poor, she bribed the prison guards and sold snacks in the prison. A few days later, her mother called her and told her that because of the lawsuit for her, the family owed a debt, and she was counting on her to go out and pay back the money quickly. Since then, Rachel has performed well, studied economics hard in prison, and finally managed to get out of prison 20 months early. Just on the first day of her release from prison, she received a call to collect debts, but she didn't expect the other party to tell her to pay back the money now with a double discount, and if she didn't pay back now, she would break a bone. Rachel was not happy when she heard this. Who do you look down on? Is there a bit of professional ethics? I have to pay this money back at the original price. While chatting, Rachel learned that the original debt collector could get a 10% commission for every debt collected, which made Rachel see a business opportunity. The girl came to the debt collection company, wanted to work to offset the huge debt. The boss saw her small body did not put her in the eyes at all. After all, the debt collector is either a muscular strong man, or a small hooligan who mixes society. There is no strong body. So how to ask for money from people? With Rachel's size, it's good not to be robbed. How can you expect her to collect debts? But Rachel's debt collection does not rely on force, but on clever brains. She made a bet with her boss that if he could become a performance champion within a month, her debt would be cleared. If she can't, she's willing to pay back twice. As soon as the boss heard about the steady profit, he laid off the worst performing employee on the spot. Rachel went to work that day, and the business was comfortable. Dealing with the rich second generation, Mama's boy, they not only did not pay back, but also had a very arrogant attitude. Rachel threatened, "If you don't pay back, I'll ask your mother for it." Mama's boy was instantly stunned, and obediently repaid the debt. Dealing with the old lady who owed the debt, she personally came to the door with a gift. "If you don't pay back, your son, grandson, and great-grandson will have to pay it back for you." The old lady is afraid that the children will complain, and they can only obediently pay back the money. With a well-spoken mouth and an inexplicable talent for making money, Rachel quickly became a performance champion. But the boss bullied her as just a little girl, not only did not pay off her debts, but also wanted to sexually harass her. Rachel was angry, stopped working, and decided to go it alone. She bought a batch of IOUs for double the price and started hiring. The ones who were seen by her are not ordinary people: the sales lady with a sexy voice, the Indian brother who is good at sales, the aunt who can make the landlord not raise the rent for 50 years with a mouth, and then find the eldest sister, who used to be in prison, and it is very safe to watch. People recruit, by a few phones, conduct simple pre-job training, and start working immediately. See how professional debt collectors collect debts. Auntie will urge you to pay back money in 5 languages, and the voice of the little sister makes you take the initiative to pay back. The Indian brother also has a trick. There is a discount for today's money. Even the priest has changed careers, and the Hallelujah God urges you to pay back. With so many excellent employees, Rachel's debt collection company quickly became popular. At this time, the former boss made a threatening phone call, not only sending someone to cut Rachel's wire, but also threatening her with a doll with her photo. But Rachel ignored it and spent a lot of money to buy more IOUs, almost monopolizing the entire industry. She was completely immersed in the joy of making money, until when she went to the toilet that day, she was splashed with dog blood. When she returned to the company, it was smashed. IOUs bought for a lot of money were also stolen. Rachel angrily found her former boss and looked at her embarrassed, but the man looked proud. Rachel is determined to take revenge. She changed into a sexy short skirt and came to the law firm that had always had a crush on her. First used the honey trap to take the lawyer away, and then used the law firm's phone to report that the former boss is doing illegal transactions. Soon the former boss debt collection company was investigated. Rachel took the opportunity to sneak in and retrieve the stolen IOU. The company was back up and running, and she was making a lot of money again. It's not been a few days yet. The former boss began to take revenge again. On this day, the police suddenly came to the door, saying that someone reported that Rachel's mother hid a large amount of cash at home and evaded taxes. After some searching, evidence of crime was found. Rachel's mother was arrested, and Rachel's anger broke out. Unexpectedly, even my family was affected. She found her former boss with a gun, but the former boss didn't believe she dared to shoot, and she didn't, because going to jail will delay her making money. So she put away her pistol and rushed up to fight hand to hand, but she didn't expect that the petite Rachel's strength was surprisingly great, and she actually beat the man without any ability to fight back. After some fighting, Rachel is arrested again for illegally using a firearm. This time she finally woke up and did too many wrong things to make money. She gathered all the debt companies together, pretending to work with everyone to make a lot of money, but after everyone was seated, she secretly installed cameras to record the incriminating evidence of these people. The video was broadcast live to the police, and the debt companies were all wiped out. Rachel burned all the IOUs, and now everyone doesn't have to pay back. And she went to jail again. This time she no longer makes black money. Instead, he told his fellow inmates about economics. Because of the merit of reporting, soon she was released from prison again. Everyone held a reception ceremony for her. Rachel swore that she would never be greedy for money again, and everyone was very pleased, and pooled $20,000 to give her as a gift. But the moment she smelled the banknotes, she couldn't help it, quickly ran to the bathroom to calm down. This time she finally resisted the temptation,